Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. I want spontaneously to come and to make this English message as well, to speak about the unified field. The unified field is the understanding that all of life is one. Living in a unified field is very different than living in a polarized world, yet we still live in this physical material reality, but our consciousness is no longer subject to the polarized situation. It is a gradual process. It's not something we master like from one day to the next. It is a process. I'm going to offer two exercises. The first one is just an easy exercise. The other one will be more challenging, but it is like if once you master it, it's almost like you graduate it to the higher planes, and so it's like the unified field is also something that certain scientists envision, like Albert Einstein. He wanted to find an equation that would bridge the quantum physics reality, the linear physics reality, and the cosmic physics reality. For within the quantum field, all is one already, and we know that whatever we direct our thoughts is where we're going. And so, but we need to raise our consciousness in order to achieve that understanding. The equations will come as well that will solve that. But so it's like understanding that whenever you have a desire, it's like you're sending it's like you're sending an order in the kitchen of the universe. The universe will reserve you whatever you've been thinking, you've been saying. So be careful what you say, be careful what you say, be careful what you do, because now everything is accelerated. The mirror of life will bring it back to you. So the understanding is that once you move into the unified field, for the third dimension, first it's like there are densities of experience. Third dimension is the world of senses, to believe that all that we see outside of us is the truth and reality. The fourth dimension is to realize that there is more to it, to align ourselves with love and compassion in order to shift density of experience. And yet it is still polarized, and when we achieve the fifth dimension, we achieve the unity consciousness where all is one and one is all, and we continue to ascend into the sixth dimension. We integrate our immortality. This fifth and sixth dimension is what is known as the galactic planes, and then we eventually achieve the apex of individualized consciousness. In the seventh dimension, we become ascended master. We go through the portals of infinity. And we achieve the eighth dimension. We connect to our monad, our soul group, and we align with the ninth dimension, where the divine plan is aligned with the soul plans. And eventually we achieve the 10th dimension, when there's this great central sun and beyond. And so it is. So in the fifth dimension, in the unified field, it's like we can. It's not like something we achieve from one day to the next. It's realize we have a divine spirit within ourselves, and every human being has this divine spirit within themselves. And so the life will reflect to you immediately everything you think. If you're kind, if you're unkind, if you should persevere, or if you stop a thought process, life will mirror to you immediately. There is no more time lapse. And so it is very much living in the present. There is so much more that is available in the invisible world through the presence and consciousness of that one spirit, that is the spirit of God, the creator, that is the one. So we have to assume the responsibility that we've created all of it as our creation within our own life, but in a greater sense, we've created all the whole plan. And so the second exercise will address that. First, I wanted to bring a little exercise that I've already talked about that is very useful to do once in a while. I think it was an archangel, maybe Michael, who has brought about this exercise many years ago. So the idea is to do a meditation, to get really relaxed, to move into a trance state where you're really calm and relaxed. You close your eyes and you envision yourself going through going to your heart, open the door, and you move into this great big room. It's a huge room. It's dark, but at the center of the room there is this tube of light. So you move and you stand in the middle of the tube of light. And you realize that in this huge room there are thousands of people, but you do not see them, but they're all there. They're like you hear them talking with themselves and all that. And you realize that you're completely covered with little bandages, like a mummy, and you're completely unable to move. And all of that is the judgment that people had upon you, negative, positive, and unconscious. But all those judgments are preventing you from, on your subtle body, from moving. It's like you're completely blocked. And so you see there is a door of light that opens up. There is an angel that comes in with his magic scissors. And you ask the angel to come, and you can see he cuts all of those bandages from your toes to your head. And all those bandages return to all the people that have emitted the judgment upon you, whether the criticism or whatever. And so you send violet fire, you forgive them, but then you can see that you are free. And so you thank the angel, he returns through the door of light, and then you come out of the room, you come out of this door, and you return to your physical body. And so you're free. Your subtle body has been freed from that, from all the judgment that other people could have upon you. And so this is an exercise that we want to do like maybe once a month, maybe, because they keep coming back and those judgments. And so the second exercise is about also forgiveness, unconditional forgiveness and unconditional love. It is a more difficult exercise. It's something you need to repeat. Do not blame yourself. Or even ascension there is no obligation. Everybody has the free will to choose their life and their past, but it's an exercise that not everybody will be able to even want to do it, but it is very powerful, and it is almost like a graduation. If you can achieve that, then you'll find a lot of freedom and joy in that. The idea is to send unconditional love and forgiveness to all the people that do not deserve it. I mean, are you able, because in the stage of life, there is some people that we consider the good guys and the bad guys. We all have different ideas of who the good guys and the bad guys are, but no matter, in reality, there's just one life. And so, so it's about sending, are you able to send your unconditional love, and but it has to also come from the heart rather than the mind. So it's an exercise to send it to for instance, in America, to Nancy Pelosi, to Donald Trump, to Joe Biden, to Vladimir Putin, to Zelensky, to anybody, to George Soros, to Bill Gates, to Charles Schwab. Send them love, and send all the love and light also to all the controllers, the Rockefellers, the Vatican, the Rothschilds, all of those people. Because if they're working for the light will reinforce them. But if they're not working for the light, they will remove their power of the nonsense power of nuance, of being able to harm. So it is a very powerful exercise that we're going to continue we're going to continue to practice. It is not something we can master, but it is a very powerful thing because it protects you, and it will accelerate the deconstruction of the matrix. So I hope you continue to work on that, and then after that you can work on addressing sending the love and light to the people that have hurted you personally. Merci Jean-Luc. So it's just, can you send this love and light to the people that actually personally hurted you? So it's like, because that will free you from the negative memory of that. It is like every relationship we ever had, there is those energetic cords, and sometimes they get tense. So by sending this golden light, for instance, it will relax the cords, and the memory will no longer be able to affect you in a negative way, and then we'll take the power of Creator. We'll be able to rebalance the energies. So it is a challenge, a test, but I think it is pretty powerful, even because there's many people that do not deserve this love and light. But that's the ones we need to disempower. So that the best way to disempower them is to send them this energy. The situation is a bit like the Second World War. There is the Nazis that are trying to retake the world, and there is the forces that are opposing them. But it's like like in the Second World War, the people that finance them are the same. They're financing both sides, because they wanted to be sure to win. So they finance both sides, and then at the end they decide which one is better for them to to take over the program. So just to send love and light to everybody, and then put everything in the hands of God, because we're shifting time now, shifting timelines, and so the Creator will put everything in its place once we can disengage from the dualistic principle and dynamics. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I wanted to thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I thank you for your donations. If you want a private session, you can send me an email. For if you really, if once you get into the mirror, the consciousness of the mirror of life within the now, the guidance is always provided within the now. But sometimes it's good to reframe, to get assistance. You can always call for guidance, also counsel from the spirits, console the divine counselor, perfecter of wisdom. But any of your guides are really good counsel. Just turn on to them, ask your question, and you will see you'll receive the answer. Or the ascended masters of or the archangels. First turn to God, or when you do something on the planet, to turn to the consciousness of the planet as well. Turn to God, and you can also anchor this light and turn to there is so many intelligence within nature that are invisible. We have to learn to work with all those intelligence so that we can for the Creator or our guides will not do the lesson for us, but we can delegate so many things to them. They will not do our own work. They will not learn our own lessons, but they will assist us in coming into this alignment with the source, the Creator. And so I hope this message was interesting for you. I thank you very much. I'm going to finish with a song. It's a song that says we need to fight to survive, but it's not really the case. The less action we take, the more settled we are, the more we'll be inspired for right energy. Everything we project will come to us as a boomerang really quickly. At the higher we go, the faster it comes back to us. In the 7th dimension, everything we think becomes immediately manifest. So be careful what you say, be careful what you think. It's very important because they will go into the kitchen of the universe and the universe will serve it to you. So just stay positive. See, there is only good, only light before you, only good before you. Abundance, prosperity, joy, sharing, compassion, health. And continue to work on the adjustment, slowly but surely disengage from old habits, anything that is no longer necessary for your new life as a creator, as a co-creator. Well, I'm finished with this song. It's called The Eye of the Tiger. Rising up, back on the street, did my time, took my chances. Went the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. So many times it happened too fast. You change your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive. It's the eye of the tiger, is the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night, and he's watching us all in the eye of the tiger. Face to face, out in the heat, hanging tough, staying hungry. They stack the odds till we take to the streets for the kill with the skill to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, is the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night, and he's watching us all in the eye of the tiger. Rising up, straight to the top, had the guts, got the glory. Went the distance, now I'm not gonna stop. Just a man and his will to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, is the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night, and he's watching us all in the eye of the tiger, the eye of the tiger, the eye of the tiger. For the tiger is a tiger of fear. We want to conquer our fear. We want to replace it with faith, connection, and connect with. Once we connected to the world of spirit, there is very little that can interfere with our will, our power. The power of will is much stronger than the power of will and love. Love and the will is much more powerful than any fear. So continue to focalize on that which is wanted, get into your creator shoes, and continue to create, love. Well, thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Salat.